The promoter, Wendy something, one of the promoters, confirmed to me today that they have dropped Katie Hopkins from the festival. The Sounds Beautiful Festival 2024, we got the flyer right here. I just saw something, Katie Hopkins is playing at this festival and DJ Slipmatt is playing there. So I start looking at it and I'm like, oh shit, Ryan Saunders is there. Then we realised the Rise Above crew are there and certain other people, and obviously I've got a history with the Rise Above crew of calling them racist. And then we realised this other guy, Chris Sky, is also very problematic. We see the situation. Katie Hopkins is booked at a festival, right? There's hip-hop artists on the lineup. I've spent the last 2 weeks since we brought this show back going at Tom McDonald because they're normalising racism, white people being racist, right-wing in hip-hop culture, which is a black music culture, which is wild, yeah? And I called it out here 8 years ago when UK rappers started putting out white pride rap songs, etc., etc. And now, over how, during lockdown and COVID and all that, we saw all these protests, anti-vax protests, cool, which I may even support in a lot of ways. But I started noticing the alignment of racist groups taking over freedom movements and trying to shut down anti-racist movements and women's rights movements and everything, and bring everyone round just only to this freedom movement that's very much led by white people. And now this is what's left over of that. And it's these people putting on these festivals and getting mostly white hip-hop artists to front it with one or two black artists to make sure that they can go, oh, look, here's my black friend. And that's where we're at. So we've called them out to say, yo, you've got Katie Hopkins at a festival. And let me just say also, and I'm going to pull this up in a bit, I'm not the first one to pull them up. This has been going on for weeks. I found a thread in a Bournemouth activism post, and there's loads of regular people from Bournemouth calling it out, and they were getting called bigots and getting attacked by the promoters and by artists on the festival. It's only because me and Terra now, who've actually got platforms and people who listen to us, that they're starting to go, oh shit, we can't just bully these lot. We're going to have to actually do something about it. They put Katie there at the forefront. She's the one that's going to take all the hits. And then when you start looking at all these other people, Slipmatt would never post the kind of things that she says openly. She's the martyr for him. She's the martyr for all the rest of these people. So I was going mad over Facebook, like, oh my God, they've booked Katie Hopkins, she's racist. And they're like, how's she racist? Yeah? Baz said it. Rise Above said it. Baz is someone from Rise Above, by the way, someone who represents them. He was like, well, what's actually racist? Katie Hopkins is only famous for being racist. That's why she's famous. She's a famous racist person. When she wrote for The Sun, it was whatever. She was just any journalist. She got famous for being racist. That's literally what she's known for. So there's nobody who knows who Katie Hopkins is who doesn't know she's racist. It's literally the only reason we know her. So I'm just not hearing it. But anyway, because they tried to say that, I then took this video. I went and thought, all right, let's find some clips of her being racist, right? So I took this. So we're going to play this to make sure it's in this episode. And I sent this to Ryan Saunders, yeah? So Ryan Saunders is one of the people on that flyer. Let me just state that. Because Ryan Saunders is my mate. I went to uni with him. I've got no issue with him generally. I don't really see him siding with these racist narratives at least. But I have noticed him being on loads of these flyers. And that's because, he was very anti-lockdown and anti-vax and all that kind of stuff. So the same way Terra was. But you don't have to agree with these racist narratives just because you're that, because Terra's here standing against it with me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I sent him this, and then once he saw this, he was like, oh no, that is fucked up. That is racist. And he took it to the promoter, and that's when they went, oh, we've never seen this before. But let's just play it. This is from Katie Hopkins being set up. Yeah, she still says what she says. She thought she was winning an award for freedom of speech, and and this is her acceptance speech.
My name is Katie Hopkins. I'm a little bit bothered by her being behind me as well. They say you should never talk about yourself in the third person, but I feel like I'm being third person stood here.
Get on with it, man.
Build a wall, not only a wall high enough so the man breaks its legs when he jumps off the top of it, but a wall that goes subterranean. The Israeli wall goes 8 metres below ground as well, so the little rodents can't bury under it. I remember going...
Hear what she just said? She's talking about building a wall in America, I assume, but she said the Israeli wall goes however many feet underneath so the little rodents can't bury underneath it. yeah? If we actually go and look at this woman's views on Palestine, like, that's not even come into it. I'm saying, and you freedom people, yeah? Are you freedom people not for Palestine? Yeah? I know you lot are watching as well. I know Wendy and all you lot are watching. You should, like, say something in the chat. Tell me, are you for Palestine? What do you think of her views about Palestine if we're only talking about, yeah? All right.
To Trump's inauguration, where I basically stood there going, oh, please let me blow you. You know, we are lost in the UK. In 5 years, we start to become outnumbered, so there are more births to Muslim than to any other. Mohammed and Mohammed are the two most popular names in the UK today. If you call Mohammed in a school playground in the UK, 2,000 fucking kids come running and you don't want any of them. In my country, wow. I am already a minority in Birmingham, Bradford, Luton, Leicester, parts of London, Tower Hamlets, for sure, Newham, other places where people get stabbed a lot or try and rape their own mother or have 5 wives. Those places I'm already a minority. I will be a minority in my own country. We will be by 2040, we're gone. People are either moving to Israel, Jewish people are moving to Israel. People like me, we're looking at Poland, Hungary, America. And in America, you see people moving. They're moving out from California. They're going to Texas. They're going to Idaho. They're going to Arizona. And the question always is to those people, and they haven't quite got there yet, is where are you going to go after? Where are you going to go next? And if people say to me they're going to come to the UK, we've got 10 years. We are all looking for what white South Africans are looking for, which is a defendable space from which we will prepare to make a last stand. One of the brilliant things about Boris Johnson getting in, Brexit happening in a couple of days, is that Boris Johnson is fantastic. He's a great, great guy. The other joy will be that we do have Boris Johnson, and when Trump gets in November, we have Boris Johnson and Trump together on the White House. And the great...
is that what these freedom movements are saying? They want to book a woman who celebrates Boris Johnson and Trump from becoming leaders of America and the UK. Aren't you guys supposed to be anti-government? You're literally that pro-Tory, pro-Republican. Are you lot crazy?
The thing with Boris and Trump together is that we have two men who don't really about. They tell it pretty straight. They know where the heart of our country is at. Thank you very much indeed.
Anyway, yeah. That's Katie Hopkins for you. Wise said in the comments, she actually sounds worse than Hitler. Yeah, like, she's openly like, are you crazy? Like, that's how she just talks, where she thinks where they've set her up to make sure she feels like she's free to literally say what she wants, and they're trying to go, oh yeah, this woman ain't racist. We've booked her. They said, do you know what they said? They said they booked her to do a comedy set, which almost was worse. Yeah, what you want? Also, racist comedy now. Normalize it with that. Captain Barrett said some of these people still believe that Trump is the savior. Madness. Yeah, they're QAnon nutters, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? And they act like they're anti-political, but you're anti-political, but really you vote Tory, and like, get out of here, man. So this is when Wendy Jane said they've listened to concerns, and it looks like Katie Hopkins will be removed from the bill. They hadn't fully announced it then. I've got another screenshot somewhere where they have fully announced it, or they've said it to me anyway, that she's been dropped. Like, that's done. She's been told she's dropped. But look at this at the bottom, further down. Your intolerant, aggressive methods make society full of constraint and restrictions for all of us by supporting the shutdown of conversation. Nobody's shutting down conversation. We're here. I invited her. She can come on the chat if she wants. If you're out there, Wendy, drop a comment. I'll send you the link. You can come on. Any of you can come on. So nobody's shutting down anyone's conversation. Yeah, what we're doing is having a conversation. You lot were shutting down the conversation a week ago. Why risk it? If you're saying, oh, it's okay, they're not there to be racist, why risk the fact that you're going to alienate people who can't come to your festival because those people have spread hateful messages to them? Specifically Muslims, of course, because whatever you think, there's no way on earth you can say any of that. Like, same with Tommy Robinson, Katie Hopkins, like those people. Yeah, they like using that, oh, it's not a racist religion, but you can't say that they're not anti-Islam. Like, you just can't. Nobody could ever say that. This is when she announced that she has dropped her, and you gave her a great response. So I put your response on the screen as well. So it said, we've pulled Katie from the festival, so you know, and we're talking to Chris. We aren't sure if those sources are real. It does seem odd someone would recommend to us by someone recommended to us by a black rapper would be so derogatory. What Terra's been saying to me all week is what they should have done is forget all the hip hop artists, just go all the way and have a racist festival. Get Tommy Robinson. He was saying get loads of cans of Stella in. I actually don't care that they dropped any of these people. I kind of, like I said, it's one little win. I would like one of two things to happen, and I don't care if people call it cancel culture or whatever. That's just some buzzword. Cancel the whole festival. Yeah, because all of you lot are racist anyway for taking the booking in the first place. And the owners of it and that are 100% racist for even considering this in the first place. So just cancel the whole thing. Or, like Terra said, go all the way, keep Katie Hopkins there, keep Chris Guy there, and just be openly. Take the flowers off the festival, yeah? And put something that's more relevant to your... Put some Union Jacks on it. Yeah, put Knights Templar on it. Be who you are. Be open about it. And I'll call you out, but then you could at least stand your ground. We wouldn't have to play this stupid game where you will pretend. Because guess what? This is my thing. Yeah, Katie Hopkins pretends she's not racist. Tommy Robinson pretends he's not racist. Chris Guy pretends. They all say they're not racist, but we have to pull these things apart and see what it is. So that's why I showed all that Lance stuff, because he just does the same thing as them. Oh, I'm not racist, but I'm my black mate and all of that same bullshit. So, but he still has the same posts as them. Katie Hopkins has been dropped from a festival because we put in the work. This is SJW Live, Social Justice Warrior, which is a joke, by the way. I'm just taking that name because you lot call me it. Yeah, you'd never actually call me it to my face in any kind of way. So whatever, I'm just having a laugh. But we're actually doing some real work. This week, we got Katie Hopkins and Chris Guy kicked off of a festival 3 weeks into the episodes. Not bad, eh?